Hello, my name's Moira Butterfield and I'm a children's book author. I love walking in the woods, don't you? There are so many stories to find. I'm hoping to spot an acorn. Then I'll bury it and it might sprout and grow into an oak tree. I wrote a book about trees called The Secret Life of Trees. It was very beautifully illustrated by the artist Vivian Mineker. It's about a wise old tree called Oakheart and all the things he's heard and learned about the trees of the world. I think I'll go and find a good place to sit so I can tell you a story from the book. This is a good spot for a story, I think. We're surrounded by trees and sky and sunshine. So let's get comfortable and then begin. The story I'm going to tell you today is a tale that Oakheart learnt from his old friend Feather Owl. It was first told long ago, when people thought that spring was a magical time, when you just might come across the queen of the fairies. It was said that if you smelled the spring blossom of the hawthorn tree, you might even travel to fairyland. And that's just what happened to a man called Thomas. One spring day, Thomas was sitting under a blossoming hawthorn tree when he heard the sound of horses' hooves. A moment later, a lady appeared before him on a fine white horse. She wore a silk dress, a shimmering velvet cloak, and a crown of flowers. Her horse's mane was threaded with tiny jingling silver bells. Thomas had never seen such a beautiful lady. He knew that she must be a great queen, so he quickly knelt down, and she smiled and asked him to come closer. "If you sit behind me on my horse, I'll take you to fairyland," she offered. So he did just that. The queen spurred her horse to a gallop, and off they went. Soon they passed a red river. "This river is full of all the sadness on the earth today," said the queen. "Oh dear, there's so much," gasped Thomas. A little while later they passed a blue river. "This river is full of all the tears that have fallen on the earth today," the queen explained. "That's very sad. There are so many," sighed Thomas. At last they reached a beautiful orchard. "Welcome to fairyland," said the queen. "Now I have a gift for you." She plucked an apple from a tree and handed it to Thomas, who by now was very hungry. When he bit into the juicy apple, he was given the power to help other people, to lessen their sadness and their tears with his words. The queen took Thomas home, and it seemed to him they'd only been gone a day. But he soon discovered that he'd been gone for 7 years. The fairy queen had given him a wonderful gift, but he'd paid for it with time. He became a great teacher and poet, helping people with his words. They came from miles around to hear him speak, and they gave him a name, Thomas the Rhymer. He never forgot the lesson he'd learned from the fairy queen. You never know where you might go if you let your mind wander as you sit beneath a blossoming tree. Be prepared to dream great things, but also to lose some time. I hope you enjoyed the story of Thomas the Rhymer. And I hope you love all the things that Oakheart will tell you in The Secret Life of Trees. And remember, trees are wonderful places for imagining stories. Be prepared to dream great things beneath a tree.